What is going on, folks? It is the True Vapor Show number 126. Yes, 126. We are a couple days before Christmas. We're about to get down with this shit. We're about to tell you the good, the bad, the ugly of vaping of 2017. The show you've been waiting on. Take it away, Mark.
Okay, let's see here. I got the Ruger. No, that's not the Ruger. What the hell is this thing called? I don't know what it's called. I forgot the name, but it's from Joytech. There we go. With the Blitzen on top.
You do have Mike in here. He can tell you.
I think it's like Epsilon.
Yeah, like some weird
Epsilon.
The Ruger with no battery door because I lost it at the drop on top. Still enjoying it though. The SQ with the reload and the Aries tank with this H cigar mod. Don't know the name of it. Juices, some Cloud Chemist stuff. I got the coffee tobacco from Ruthless, and I am actually vaping on Paradigm for once. There we go. Take it away, Mr. Mike.
All right. I'm also vaping on that new Joytech device. It's called the Espion.
There you go.
There you go. The Espion. Right there with the engine. This device is pretty nice. This new Joytech. I like it. Vaping on that, I have inside there some Joe motherfucking Turner raspberry custard. Some of that stuff in there. I'm vaping on Punisher limited edition SQ iconic RDA on top of there. Inside here, I have some blue pucker. Got the blue pucker rolling in there. I'm also vaping on the Ruger, but I do have a battery door on mine. All right, I got the Bonza on top of there. Inside there, I have some of this juice here, this Sweet Tooth. Also vaping on this double barrel with the iconic RDA. And here I have some coil spill, RKOI coil spill. Vaping on the Innikin lift box with the Y2K Caviar Edition RDA. Is that what it's called? Y2K Caviar, I think?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Inside there, I have some Naked Lava Flow. Yeah. I've also busted out. I got the Kenzai RTA on the V-Boy. In here, I have... What do I got in here? Oh, this stuff. Right here. 100 ml Juice Company Blue Raz. And I'm not vaping this, but I'm just admiring it. It just got sent to me from Denmark. This dude does engravings and stuff. But check this shit out.
Oh, nice. Hold on. Let me present you real quick, Mike. Present. There we go. Dude, that's...
He knows I'm a Scarface fan, so he took one of these boxes. These are DNA 167, like the ones that Asmoda sells. And he did all this engravings. He did Scarface.
That is awesome.
And it says, say hello to my little friend.
Nice.
Yeah.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm working on the Basilisk with the triple. I broke my reload out. Reload with the double barrel with that bubble tank from Mr. Tom right there. Pretty cool looking. Also, my trusty Pulse with the iconic. The iconic that y'all can't get your hands on right now. Thank you very much.
I don't want to get your hands on
it. SQ with the drop, because I know Brian's watching. He's like, you better hold my stuff up. Last but not least, and this one came in the other day, and we'll talk about this a little bit too. This crazy looking mesh tank from Freemax. They sent me the carbon fiber and some other weird colors, but that on the Minikin V2 juices. Hit that donut strawberry. Also, my Boston cream from Hit That Donut. Where's my other stuff? Also got some nata working. And I'm just about done with my raspberry custard from Mr. Joe Turner. I think that's everything there. All right. Yes, that is everything. Did you get your coffee, Mark? So we're not off cue or anything?
Yep.
All right.
I can't do this show and not drink coffee. It doesn't feel right.
Well, it's true because it's crack of dawn morning, so we got to have that going on. Hey, show that. See, Mark walked off when you showed the box.
What box?
Look at this thing Mike got.
Oh, you didn't see it?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, let me present
All right, check it.
it.
Whoa. That is awesome looking.
Yeah, this is that device. You know the DNA 167 that has motor cells?
Uh-huh.
Oni, I think it's called.
Yeah.
Well, the guy did all the engravings on there for me.
That's awesome.
Look the other side. Say hello to my little friend.
So did you send that to him to engrave, or he sells them like that?
He did it.
Oh, he did it?
Yeah, he did this and a mech. The mech, he's going to send it to me separately. The funny thing is that it came in nice boxes. So I open up the box, a nice wood box. It says, hey, let me get the box. I mean, the detail is just crazy.
That is pretty.
So I guess, I don't know if he makes these boxes on there, and it says Mike Vapes right over here on the box. So I open this one up, and he's got real nice inside here, the manual in here, the charger inside this pouch, and then the mod was sitting right up here. So a nice little touch with the boxes that he makes. And then he also sent me this box. Right here. It says Mike Vapes on there. You know? I'm like, oh.
So what does he do? Does he like engrave shit or make boxes?
Yeah.
Or?
It's an engraver, yeah. I think it's his girlfriend. She does all the engraving. She's like a pro at engraving.
That's pretty nice looking.
Yeah. So I open up the box.
Oh, it holds a mech?
And it was empty. I lift this part up. And there's a magnet inside here.
They forgot to put the mech in there?
Put the mech inside there.
Oh, gosh.
But I'm like, what? And I'm like, oh, no. Customs opened it up and stole the mech. That's all I kept thinking. So I message him. I tell him, dude, I don't know. You sent me an empty box here. Hopefully you sent it empty for a reason because I think Custom stole. If you did put something in here, something Custom stole it. But he told me, no, it's coming next week. He says to me. He didn't put it in there.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's cool. Oh, well. So we are going to do just a little bit of some good and bad things out of 2017, some devices, maybe some companies. Not going to get, I'm going to let the bigger boys do their own thing because they got a lot more that they can discuss on that, but we'll kind of give you a little bit of a taste of it here on this show this morning. By the way, I have noticed a few things out in chat. Andrew got tied up with some stuff last night. That's the reason why there was a no-show from him. So
how was he in Zoom all night long, but yet he didn't do a show?
See, I'm gonna let you take it away. But I have seen a lot of questions and stuff on Facebook. Where was the show last night? Well, like I said, he was tied up, so no show out of him. But so I was gonna actually even try to hold on to next week, like really be officially at that last week. But I figured, what the hey, we'll go ahead and do it now. Next week is going to be kind of a lot of people are going to be off. A lot of folks are going to be out floating around. I don't even know exactly what I'm doing yet next week because I will be off myself. Another quick note before we get cranked up. Very good possibility that I'm going to go ahead and do the show next Tuesday evening. So, like I said, I'm going to be off. Mark is going to be out of town next week. He leaves out Wednesday. So him, Mike, Brian, all of them are going to be tied up doing their thing for a good bit. So I'm really pushing to make Tuesday evening probably the show. So just be prepared for that if that happens. It's only going to be for a week. But
the expo's next week?
It's a week after that. Well, it's whenever the
Oh, the week after. So 2 weekends from now.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah. So the week you'll be gone next week, and then when you get home that following week, that'll be time for that.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Oh yeah.
So I guess we can go ahead and bring that up too, real quick. So me, Mark, Mike, Phenom, Tony, and I'm certain there's a few others I might be missing out here, are all going to be in St. Louis for the St. Louis Showcase.
Heavy.
No, I don't think. I think Heavy's had a change of plans at the last minute, so I don't think Heavy's going. I'm not 100%. He could be there, but I don't know.
Why are they calling it the St. Louis when it's in Illinois?
Because if they called it the Benville, Illinois Showcase, I don't think it would sound so attractive like it was the St. Louis.
But it confuses people, especially people that are in Illinois.
But it's like, I think, 3 minutes from St. Louis. It's right across the river. So I don't know. Why don't you contact them and find out?
I'm going to after the show. Thank you.
Nice. By the way, I see Signature Chips out in chat. What's going on with y'all? So let's get on with this. So what do we want to knock out first on a small basis? Let's go ahead and start off with the worst product that we can think of. And let's do it like this. It doesn't matter if it's a device, atomizer, whatever it is. What do you think one of the worst products in 2017 was? Take it away, Mark.
That's tough. That's really tough.
I know you got to have a few in your head, though.
We were talking about this, I think, on, I don't know whose show it was, like a week or two ago. I forgot. I don't, because I don't like the shit I get that's really, really bad. I don't review it, and then I forget about it.
And you are bad with names.
I'm trying to think of some really awful stuff.
Well, it needs to be something that you've reviewed, not something that you just got and said, and then just threw it in the trash and never even spoke of it.
Oh, I'm horrible.
You got to have something out there that.
Come on, guys, help me in chat. The Predator? That might be. I mean, I like the Predator, even though the 510 popped off.
Okay, well then you like it then, so you can't say that.
Yeah, I can't say that. But I know everyone else dislikes it because of the 510.
Because I'm actually thinking of it myself right now, and I'm having a hard time thinking of what was like, oh my God, really?
I know there was some stuff. I'm trying to think. This is one of those things I have to prepare for. The worst.
I like doing things better unprepared.
Those clear boxes, the one from Wotofo or whatever, not Wotofo, Centurion, the little arcade-looking gamer box.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it wasn't that bad to where it was like the worst of 2017. The Basilisk. See, someone said the Basilisk. I like the Basilisk. As long as you don't drop it, I love it.
See, that's that love-hate thing right there with that one. Again, and well, look, we're going to jump all over the place, so we'll get back to that in a minute. But let's talk about the Basilisk. So this is a product that came out in 2017. When I first put it in my hand, I was thinking, oh, wow, this one is nice. The build quality, everything felt perfect on it. Started vaping on it, thinking, wow, this thing, performs pretty good. But it's just like yesterday. I was showing Mark. We were talking last night. I showed him the screen. And look, this is the same set of batteries I left the house before I went to work last night. I was at 100%. I have vaped on this thing off and on for 8 hours at work last night and this morning. I'm still at 77%. No freaking way that the chipset on this thing is even accurate at all. The resistance hops around on it. And luckily, I have not dropped one of mine yet, but they say the slightest drop, bam, it's gone.
I liked it because it was comfortable. It was simple. I mean, I always know to bring extra batteries with me, and I knew the battery indicator was way off, and I know the resistance jumps around, but I don't know. I still like it. Just don't drop it.
Yeah. I mean,
the Mesh RDA, the first Mesh RDA, not the Mesh Pro, but the first one from I think Vandy Vape. Was it? No, was it Vandy Vape? No, from
Yes.
Or was it? Or was it?
Oh no, Cthulhu.
Cthulhu. There you go.
That was absolute trash.
Yeah, that one was kind of trash.
I have some worse stuff. 2017.
Bring it out, Mike.
The Y Star Levante RDA that I reviewed, I thought was garbage. That one I didn't throw in the trash. I didn't have a garbage can available next to me. But that one I just reviewed, the Fog City Gems RTA, was absolute garbage.
Yes.
I had absolutely no flavor, and I got pissed with that video because I wasted my time with it doing build. I did multiple builds in that thing, and I was like, why can't I get flavor out of this thing? It was just disgusting.
And what's so crazy about that? Again, we were talking last night. I said, look how many views he's got on that thing. I says, I guess if you put like horrible or junk in your title, folks are going to swamp on that thing because it was like close to 15,000 with you just throwing it up. But yeah, it looked pretty janky, even though I didn't have that one. But I trust your word on that. And what I guess it's hard this year, maybe to opposing years, man, this year probably had to be one of those years that there's more shit you could ever think of that came out.
I think it's been more good stuff than bad stuff this year.
That is true, and we have talked about that off and on throughout the year, that a lot of things that have come out have been more on the quality side of things opposed to just being outright junky like some crap used to be. I'm actually really sitting here just kind of eyeballing stuff and trying to find that one product that was just very disappointing, but and I'm certain it could be laying here somewhere, but I'm just not catching it with my eye. Wow.
I mean, I really enjoyed the Modfather RTA and the other one. What was the other one from Armageddon? I forgot the name of it. The one that we got, the big one from Armageddon.
Oh, the OMEC.
There you go. Like, I love them. They're not really the worst of 2017, but since the O-rings were shit, I can't even use mine anymore. So I guess it's kind of a bad product, or bad O-rings anyways. Like mine is this close.
And what I agree with you on that, because that's in a class of a high dollar to me, RTA, because those were going for $100, you would at least suspect that you're going to have some better O-rings in that thing. On top of that, one thing I didn't care for this, and I'm not going to do it because I don't want to mess mine up. The AFC just...
Yep, don't do it.
I fucking hate when there's RTAs that have the AFC that falls off like that. I can't stand it. I consider that laziness by the company.
That's what I did with mine. I pulled mine off, fucked the O-ring up, and now I'm screwed. I can't. I mean, I could use it without the O-ring in place, but it looks stupid.
And again, that is on something that's not a $30 RTA that you're like, well, you know, I can just maybe get. This is a $100 RTA, excuse me. So you would think that there'd be a little bit more ingenuity to where, because I've got $30 RTAs all day long. And again, this is probably one of my best.
Oh, I got a warning for people not to buy this one. This is the new one from Vapors Cloud, the VCMT2.
Oh, I just got that too.
This thing is fucking garbage.
Is it? It looks so
the airflow on it is so turbulent. It's like fucking loud and all over the place. And if you have liquid in this tank and you go to open it up, the liquid's going to spill all over you because the chimney connects to the build deck, not to the top of the tank.
Oh
gosh.
So it's like, huh? I'm like, why? I mean, just to make the tank look nice. It looks like a nice tank, but it's just a hard tank. Very upset over that one because I I heard that this tank was fucking awesome. The tank is fucking horrid.
Well, here's one that I found that I want to say I'm having mixed feelings on it, but I'm really not. I would not purchase it. I have to say this, and I do have a video coming on this one shortly. So I just got this mesh one in. Now, I've never dealt with anything mesh wise, so I'm expecting some new, at least somewhat experience with it. Now, to me, it's kind of like it's just a little bit of a souped up, just sub-ohm tank. But when I put juice in this thing, let it sit, this is what happens when I hit it. And hopefully my mic will do justice here. The airflow on this thing is horrid. I cannot.
Very loud.
Wow, ours didn't do that.
I can.
Maybe that's a different tank though. That's carbon fiber. They changed.
I think it's still pretty much the same design. It's just.
See, I don't vape that hard. That's why I never really experienced the loud, like whooshy kind of. I vape kind of normal. I don't suck on it that hard.
Well, Brian, I can see why Brian doesn't like this one then.
Yeah,
I got this other one in too. This is the resin version of it. And I just kind of hit it just to, you know, airflow sounds exactly the same on it. It is loud. And I'm somebody that has to keep my airflow open because I enjoy quite a bit of airflow on my stuff. But I don't know how well y'all can see through there. There's a lot of room through there. And dude, this thing is just now. Hold on before y'all start like hating and all this stuff. The flavor on this thing is unreal. I mean, I've got grape jam monster in it, I think, or I don't know what the hell. Yeah, it's grape jam monster. Probably one of the ones I forgot to hold up. The flavor is on point. I haven't got the taste of this off of a dripper yet, the way I did in this right here. And the vape production on it's pretty decent too. But I'm a stickler for airflow, and if it sounds crazier than hell and all this and that, or I can't roll with it. Again, if y'all didn't hear it the first time.
Like if you're looking down, if you look inside the coil, it's like just a big open coil. I'm assuming that's why it's so loud, but
it looks like the barrel of a gun.
Yeah, it's wide open.
Wide the freak open. So
but it vapes so good. I really didn't care about the loudness. But if you vape like Brian, then you probably won't like it because it's going to be loud. But
see, I didn't hit it. I didn't hit it like that. Like the end of the world's coming. Just get my last plate. Because I was afraid because it was mesh.
Yep.
So I didn't experience the airflow, that noise.
And I was very cautious when I first got it. I was taking little baby hits on it because I was afraid that I was about to get choked up. But as the coil I knew was ready to go and started hitting on it, it's like, so. But it just even made me kind of realize too, I haven't messed with a sub-ohm tank in a good while. And I love RTA so much now that I don't have anything for a sub-ohm tank anymore. They're just no longer in my supply of doing things. So,
yeah, I think I'm giving up on sub-ohm tanks because a lot of sub-ohm tanks lately, like the coil heads, I'll get a hot spot every now and then. And I'm wondering when they make the coil heads, do they like dry burn the wire first and then wrap the cotton in it, or they just wrap the wire and just, you know what I mean? Like how do they know there's not going to be a hot spot in the wire? So I've been getting a lot of, like, it'll vape perfectly fine, and then I'll get one vape that'll just have a hot spot. It'll be the most nastiest thing ever. Then it'll go back to vaping fine. It's been like every tank has been like that.
If you roll your own coil, let's say, or if you take a pre-made coil and you spread it, make it a space coil, it's very hard to have a hot spot in one of those when the hot spots are created when the coil is all compressed together.
Yeah, but it's possible though, right? Like, I mean, it's probably
all the coils that I space, I don't remember ever having a hot spot.
No, okay.
I'm not 100% sure, but That's why they do it in the sub-ohm tank space coils, because of that reason.
Yeah.
Maybe it's where, but you never know. Maybe while they're putting the cotton in, somewhere
cold or something,
they might start touching together and create a hot spot. That I don't know.
Yeah, because I'll vape on a tank, I'll take it out with me, thinking it's going to be good, and bam, I'll get a hot spot. I'm like, son of a bitch.
That was
on sub-ohm tanks. The Blazer tank, the Blazer, and I think the mesh tank are the only two tanks I've never gotten a hot spot on. Never, ever.
You know, I like this one, the NRG.
Yeah, that's another good one.
Yeah, I like the NRG tank. It just looks nice too. The coils are awesome on this thing.
I think I also had the hotspot issue on that one too.
You know, that was about to be a good thought there that you just had, Mark, about, because I never even really thought about that. But then I think that theory was a little busted, because you're right. When you do space them, normally as soon as you hit the fire to it, you're not going to have any hot spots if it's spaced out.
Like, okay, if it's spaced out, it's not going to have a hot spot. But then when the wire bends, because they got to bend it to pull it back down and all kinds of other stuff, there's got to be some point in there where it could possibly get a hot spot. Maybe like 1 out of every 10 coils. And if they don't dry burn them, there's no way of telling. And I'm pretty sure they don't dry burn them. So
no, dude.
I've been noticing lately a lot of these tanks, man. I'm like giving up on sub-ohm tanks altogether.
Yeah.
Think about how many coils are made in a given day. There's no way that those could be. I just don't see the time to be able to do something like that. But all right. So halfway. No. I've tried all. Believe me, I didn't just start vaping this morning. I have tried all settings on that mesh tank with airflow settings, and it's loud. It doesn't matter where it's set. So it happens that way sometimes with some things. I had another one. Now, one of them, and this wasn't too long ago, I've started to actually enjoy using it a little bit, but it's still nowhere near a favorite of mine because of the airflow still. And Mark, I told Mark this last night. He was like, "What? What tank is that?" I call it the Marvin Gaye tank. Actually, it's the Marvin from Coil Master, but even this one is kind of loud to me, and I don't know. There's something about it I don't care. But I've been kind of pushing myself to use it a little bit more just to see if something happens over time with it, but it's still back and forth. But
I think you're like Brian, because Brian always complains about all these tanks being turbulent and loud. I think it's the way you vape that's a problem.
I don't vape any different than anybody else, son. I sit here and take a pull and vape.
You guys pull pretty hard. I don't know if Mike does, but I know Brian, he fucking...
I pull hard.
Do you?
Yeah. But not like Brian.
That's crazy.
Brian fucking pulls like the end of the world's coming.
Brian is pretty loud.
You watch him so when he's hitting, it's like I've seen him in person. I'm like, dude, relax, man.
He gets ready, like goes down and like.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Merry Christmas to. Is that C? How do you say his name? Go ahead.
C Manny.
C Manny. Even though he's got Ricky from the Trailer Park Boys.
Merry Christmas, C Manny.
Yeah, thank you for the donation there, sir.
Thank you, Ricky.
Andrew said, "ST vape it. Let's hear it." Which one?
The one that you already showed us that you were vaping.
With the Freemax or the
Freemax?
I didn't know if he was talking about the Marvin Gaye tank.
Well, maybe the Marvin too. Do both.
Yeah. All right. Here it is again. I can't. That's how I normally vape. So on something else, it wouldn't sound that loud, but this one sounds loud as I'll get out. The Marvin Gaye. Now this one is not as loud, but it still has.
Do another tank that it's not loud.
Wow. Much quieter, and the airflow feels so much smoother on this one. That's why I love this one so much.
The airflow in the Aries tank is probably the smoothest airflow I've ever had in my life. It is like just super smooth.
What, on a mouth to lung?
Well, I direct lung vape it sometimes, and it's still really smooth. Like it's smooth.
I like this one here, the Kenzai.
That's the Vandy Vape one.
The Kenzai from Vandy Vape. Fucking awesome RTA.
All right, well,
someone designed that or no?
Vandy Vape?
Oh, okay. It wasn't a reviewer thing or nothing? Okay.
No.
we were talking about that, and I was trying to remember. I thought it might have been some other person I really hadn't heard of that did that, but obviously that's just one of their products, like the GoVat or something.
Actually, I'm lying. The design on here, see the top cap, the way it looks?
Holy shit, it looks like the whatchamacallit.
See the top and bottom? The design on the top and bottom? I actually, they actually sent me 3 pictures of different designs, and they asked me, which one do you like the best? But I told them that one, and the one I chose, they put on the tank.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Co-designed by Mike Vapes.
But it wasn't designed by me. I just chose the design for them.
Oh, yeah. I will say this, and I know Mark's going to disagree, but I've talked with a few people about this one, and I think I'll have more of an agreement than a disagreement. I think the biggest company this year, by far, for 2017 to just blow everything away was Vandy Vape.
Yeah, they did put out a lot of good stuff.
I mean, pretty much everything they put out. There was only maybe 2 things that they put out this year that I wasn't a big fan of, but everything else, it was just like one after another. So much good stuff. But
they actually do it the right way. They either have the reviewer design it, or they get like the reviewer's opinion on it before they release it. So that way they're not putting out junk.
Yeah.
Which every company should do it. But
so I'll give 2 things. I'll give you 2 things, and you're probably going to hear this a lot out of a lot of people, but it is what it is. It's not jumping on board. It's just what happened this year and what's good. I think Vandy Vape is going to take 2017 Manufacturer of the Year, and I believe Device or Atomizer for the year is going to go to the drop. I think those are going to be at least the 2 tops in their category for those right there. Everything else is going to be kind of a draw and back and forth, but
with the drop and what else? Oh, Vandy Vape is a company.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mark also voted for Vandy Vape as his company of the year.
There you go. They make good products, but their reps are...
Well, that rep doesn't work for Vandy Vape no more.
Oh, okay. Well, then...
maybe you need to get in contact back with them.
She's working at McDonald's again. Probably because she was so cocky and had a fucking attitude. That's why she probably doesn't work there anymore.
Yeah.
Mark, what is your RDA for the year going to be?
As much as I don't want it to be the drop, because I don't want to be a TVC fuckboy, it's probably going to be the drop.
What about you, Mike? Have you come to your conclusion yet?
Oh, when I did the drop review, I said it in there. It's going to be RDA 2017. I just knew it. You know, I go through lots of different drippers, and when I vaped that one, I was like, "Oh, this shit is the bomb right here." And that Bill Deck too. Yeah. That's the RDA of the year.
It's it's definitely got my vote, and that's going by what I have received myself and what I vaped on in 2017. That is the best by far as an RDA. So I want to throw this in here too before I forget and we run out of time, because we do this towards the end of the year, and of course we got Mike on here. I always love to hear his thoughts on this one, but what is going to be the big thing for 2018?
Dual 18650 or 2700 squonkers. You're going to see lots of regulated, high-powered squonkers, and I'm going to try and put them also in the smallest form possible.
Yes.
We will see that for 2018.
That's what I've been waiting for.
Yep.
I think that's what a lot of folks are waiting on right now. What RDA is it?
And hopefully some like reviewer designed RTAs would be nice. I think the RDAs need to take a rest for a while and start designing some cool RTAs.
I feel you there, because at the end of the day, I love an RTA probably more than what I would ever love an RDA. But I do hope.
I have another prediction. We're going to see also reviewer squonk mods coming out for 2018. Hint, hint.
Here we go.
I wonder who that might be.
I actually got one in the works. I should have the prototype in my hands, hopefully right before New Year's. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, that's one thing too that and by the way, Signature Chips, if you're still watching, a 2700 in this would be awesome.
Yes. 2700, baby.
Dude, dual 18650 would be awesome.
Yeah.
It would still be a tiny little box too if they just put one extra battery right there.
Yeah. I think you should make one, like make them like a limited run of it and just see how it goes.
Yep.
Yes.
Or maybe he could make one and put it in my hands and see how the reaction of everybody is. Sorry, Mark.
Son of a bitch.
Oh, because as nice as this one is right here, man, if you extended the battery life a little bit on this thing, oh gosh, it would be on.
Yeah, I use mine. After I bought this one off from Mike's site, I use this thing every day now.
It's definitely a good one. Wow, there's just so much. That's why I'm not going to try to get too in depth on all this because he went LOL. Well, look at Truckin. Thanks for the donation. I would like to see a reviewer regulated mod. Well, you're in luck because Mark has got one in the works. He just didn't want to tell anybody.
Using a DNA 20 chip. Going backwards.
That he took out of another mod.
Yep.
Hell yeah. Yeah, so these guys, of course, you know, Mark, Mike, Brian, all them get a ton of this stuff right here so they can better equip you on what was good and bad out of a lot of things. But I don't know, it's like after this stuff's been out for a little while, you no longer see it again. So even when you talk about it and you say, hey, this is probably one you want to avoid or not do, you can't even find it because it just don't make it anymore. So you don't have to worry about it. But
that's why it's hard to remember, like, because like really, really good shit I'll continue to use for like a few months and then it always ends up on the shelf eventually. Like even the drop, like my favorite RDA, I still use it every day, but I don't use it as much as I did when I got it. So I have a feeling come a month or two, I'm probably, you know, it's going to be one of those atomizers that sits there.
Yep. Yep. How's that V-Boy, the blue one you got?
I love it.
How's the paint on that thing?
The paint seems nice. I haven't really used it all that much. Actually, where is it? Put it on my shelf, of course.
Just look for the blue color.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Oh, it's got the iconic on top. The blue seems nice. It's like a, I don't know, what is it? Like a satin kind of blue finish. It's beautiful looking. I don't know if it's going to hold up. I'm not going to scratch it to find out, but it seems like it's durable.
Combination with the mod is dope the way you did that.
Yeah, that's why I kept that on there. Yeah. It seems like it's going to hold up well, though.
I like the blue one. The blue one looks dope.
Now, they have something interesting coming out if y'all have not seen yet. So, you know, I've had my V-Boy for a little bit, use it quite a bit, love it, great device. I'd want to say it's in my top 3 of 2017 of devices that came out because it's just, I think what's very, people don't grasp it. If you see a picture of this online, this thing looks pretty large. But once you get it and you put it in your hand and realize how small it is people tiny. Are like, oh my gosh, that thing's small, and the way it feels, it's like a little, it's pretty durable. I love that thing. But so they've got a new device coming out. It's not exactly shaped like that. It's more of in a kind of boxed off somewhat. But it's going to be a dual 2700 device with what is it, a Yeehee 520 or something? It's not a 500. It's a step up, but the thing looks pretty sharp, and I can only imagine a dual 2700 is going to be pretty nice.
It will be nice.
So I'm looking at chat. So while we're still rolling along here, people that are in chat right now, what are some of y'all's picks for 2017? I'm curious for stuff that you've got that you really like. Wow, this is pretty nice.
Mm-hmm.
I did get a.
Keeps flicking me off.
Wow.
He's flicking me off in Mike's video. He's flicking me off in chat.
Yep. I think you've rubbed them the wrong way for some reason. Dreamer Mech Mod. I have to say, I agree with you on that just for the simple fact that I'm not a mech person, but I did get one, and when I was using it, well, I've been using it off and on, and it's nice.
It is really nice.
I just got an email, DHL, from I've got something from Times Vape coming to me, so it might be the black Cerakote.
Ooh, that would be awesome.
That would be nice.
Mm-hmm.
I do have to say this again in discussion because I don't really own anything mech wise. I didn't realize the transformation of how quick they start patining. So this is the way that this thing is supposed to look, as you can see on the top cap. I've only had this thing for like 2 weeks now and use it off. And dude, this thing's like, it's getting the patina action going quick on it. So I need to clean that up a little bit so I can get a video done. That'll be negative there, Mr. Clean. I have been enjoying that one. What else? I'm seeing a lot of Captain stuff.
The iJoy Captain?
Yeah, that's your boy Sid.
I didn't like the PD 270. It was like underpowered, and I just didn't like it.
He's saying since it kickstarted the 2700 mods.
Yeah, it kind of did, but I don't know. I didn't like it at all. The Purge Rebellion Squonker. Is that what we bought at the, whatchamacallit? Is this the Rebellion? Is there a name on this thing? I'm not sure if there's a name on it. I don't think there is. No. It looks like a rebellious.
Show it.
Is it the Rebellion, right? I think. I don't know. Maybe, maybe not.
Did it come in a box?
Actually, yeah, it did. Where is the box? I have no idea.
Who would ever thought to look at the box?
Yeah. Yes, it is. Okay, there we go. That's the name of it.
I've seen a lot of folks, and I'm certain that's in the running too, the Dead Rabbit. I never received one. I've heard many of stories on it. Billy had a good one there.
Waiting on equilibrium.
Freddie S2 will be getting hold of you under his one.
Freddy Four Fingers?
Wow, okay.
Four Fingers Freddy. He's back in the game.
I do need to get in touch with him. I haven't talked to him yet.
Builds coils with only 4 fingers.
That is pretty crazy how he pulls that off. I've seen some of his stuff too. I heard it was like 3.5 fingers, but yeah, I love my Dead Rabbit. Love my Dead Rabbit. Yes. No comment on the rabbit.
I have not been using this desk mod lately. Actually, the desk mod is now the floor mod because it's just too loud, the fan. I have to get the fan replaced on it.
And mine is also on the floor.
It's just, I would love to use it, but it's just, if I use it in my video, it's too loud.
Well, why don't you keep it like in the living room, like a hookah, so you can just like grab it, hit on it, and...
Or I could run like a 200-foot cord and just run it through the house.
There you go. Like you do your oxygen. I'm seeing a lot of Voopoo drag stuff.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
The Blizz Ghoul. Is that the RDA they're coming out with? There's so much stuff.
The iJoy RDT, a box triple mod, and Kensei RTA on top of the Aegis. Yeah.
How do you put the iJoy RDTA box on top of an Aegis?
No. He said iJoy RDTA box triple mod and Kensei RTA on top of the Aegis.
I'm still.
Yeah. No. He was throwing out two there real quick. The Marlboro mod. Yeah,
that would be kind of nice. Actually, they have one. Never mind.
Yeah.
What am I thinking?
I think another mod that I really like a lot is the Double Barrel by Squid Industries. Because of the size and the simplicity of the device. It's just straightforward. And that fire button just feels so nice to click on.
There needs to be a category for this thing. You know, I don't know what category it would fall in, but I do love it. I use it off and on quite a bit, but it's... Now he's got a new one coming out also.
I saw the 2700,
and that thing that looks pretty dope right there. I do like that one.
I also sat and talked to him. All I'm doing is this. You guys can watch, and you guys know what I'm talking about.
There you go.
Yep,
that'd be the perfect device to do that with too.
Yep.
Perfect.
Well. Really, that's what it. The one that's coming out is technically it's supposed to be a 21700. With the new 21700s that are supposed to come out, that's why I think there's been a little delay in things or whatever because we're waiting for those. I guess those different batteries to hit the market, but it will be able to run your 2700s also.
I did not get my double barrel nut mod. Nope, it's still in the mail, I think. Thank you.
I think there's other reasonings for that one, to be honest.
Hold up, let me make the iconic leak.
There we go.
There's a good question. Mike, are you going to review the 502?
There it is.
I actually got a 502 coming to me.
That's why I was wondering if you. I guess we'll wait and see when you get it.
It's very 454-ish.
Now, I watched his video on it the other day, and I think that's going to be a very certain crowd that might want that right there because I could build on it, but it just seems like there's more steps you're going to have to take in order to put a build on it. And some folks like simplicity and just want to be able to throw something on and go with it, but
it actually looks like a good RDA. Like I said, it reminds me of the 454, the way the coils mount in there, but it has different airflow.
Yes.
It'd be interesting to see what it's really like when someone else gets it in their hands. And
well, he even stated that was his basis for it. It's based around the 454.
Yeah, those clamps are actually really easy to build on. When I got the 454, like just looking at it, it looks hard as hell, but it's actually really easy to build on.
Yeah.
It's gonna accommodate certain people, you know, that like to tinker.
Yeah,
exactly.
The squonking method it has is fucking awesome.
And he's only making a limited run of them, so from what he says, unless it sells real good, and he might do something else. But I mean, that's hearsay. We'll see when that time comes. But it might be that they get bought up real quick. Everybody loves them, and that's the end of it. You just, you know, if you weren't in on that pre-sale for the, I think he's making 1,000 of them, correct, or something like that.
It was weird because he said 1,000, but then he said 5 runs of 250 each, so that's 1,250. So I'm not sure. He knows.
That's true.
They should come out with a 25 millimeter 454. I wonder if that company is still around. Is that the same company making that RDA or no?
Yeah, same thing.
Yes.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yep.
They should make a 25 millimeter 454. That'd be nice. I think when it came out, it was 22 millimeters. I used to love that thing. It did take quite a. quite a while to build on it. Like you had to like sit there and take your time, but it was fun to build on.
Best 2700 battery. Well, the best in my eyes is the Sanyo A's, but you can't really get your hands on those. So next, I would either say the iJoy. What is it? The iJoy 5-prong?
Mm-hmm.
iJoy 5-prong or the eFest, which are basically the same. And there's one more, and I don't remember the name.
There's 2 more, eBat and Amp Kings. Those are all the same battery.
Yep. There you go. Ooh, IMR just got VTC 5As back in stock, too. I need to get some of those because they were sold out for a little while. I'm voting Mike Vapes best reviewer. Well, I'm sorry, Mitch.
I voted for Mark Vapes.
I voted GH. Thank you.
Yep. I'm voting for Make It Right. Anyway.
Yeah, I wonder if he's on there this year.
He should be. Vote ST for best beard. Thank you. Thank you. My Santa Claus action. Barry says she thinks the VTC 5As may be cheaper at Illumin. I'll have to check on that and see. Matter of fact, I need you to check on that and get back with me. I'm just kidding. Just kidding, Barry. Oh, I've seen a few places here in Canada with the Sanyo A's. Really? Well, if they're legit, I'd be buying them up.
We have to go to Canada this year in 2018. I so badly want to go to Canada. I don't know why.
You've been at the doorstep twice now and could have went over if you wanted. Why didn't you do it then?
They wouldn't let me.
I mean, we've been in Detroit and literally looked out the hotel and seen Canada.
Well,
I mean,
I don't have a whatchamacallit to begin with.
you don't need one. You got a driver's license?
Yeah.
That's all you need.
Are you sure about that? Because I was told you need a.
I am sure on that.
Are you positive? Because I've heard differently.
We've had this discussion, like, I think right before we went to Detroit last time, and we got a whole lot of feedback from folks stating all you needed was a driver's license.
People are saying you need a passport.
Yeah.
Rent Review says you require a passport. You need a passport.
You require one. If you want to come into the U.S., you got to have one. That I don't have to have anything.
So,
I do what I want.
I can go into Canada, but I can't get out of Canada.
That's the whole point. SD's trying to get you in Canada trapped there.
That's the thing. All right.
Oh gosh.
They all say you need a passport now.
Okay. Well, so I guess before you didn't. Now there is. A
Jeff said you don't need one. He was just there. So people are saying yes. Some people are saying no. See that? Look, yes, no, yes, no. See?
Yeah. So it's all over the place.
I'm not going to go there and get stuck in there. I want to visit Greg. I want to visit the Trailer Park Boys. I want to visit what's that chick's name? The Lady of Clouds.
Oh yeah, Donia or something like that, right?
What else is over there? Nickelback is in Canada.
All right, here we go.
Robbie Vapes.
Vapes.
Gregory Brown says, was stationed in upstate New York, no passport needed for Canada. See, it's all over the place. You got folks saying you do and you don't. So I don't know. Well, they just randomly checking folks?
That's what I'm wondering. If you look, it says, yeah, it's 2007 started, need a passport. I don't know.
Okay.
Cave Clown, I didn't know you were in Canada. There we go. Is that Colin right there?
Dude, open your good eye. Oh, that was your good eye.
It says Colin, or is that a different one?
That's Colin.
Colin, same thing. Let's see.
Oh yeah, that is a better deal. $5.99 compared to. Hell, that's even better if you do a. I know if you do like 6 or more, that drops down to $6.75 or $6.25 or something. So that's still even a better deal. The passport is to get back into the States. Well, can't you just swim across that river or lake or whatever?
That's what I'm saying. If I go there and I don't have a passport, then I'm stuck. I'm gonna get back out.
They might fucking harpoon Mark if they see him in a fucking.
I'll be Canadian. Yeah, I'll probably get shot if they see me crossing the river. There's a bear in the water. Shoot it.
Yeah. Well, I don't know about a bear, but anyway. Well, all right. Well, quick rundown of what we got going on if you've just tuned in and all that good stuff. So again, next week, Tuesday night, I'm more than likely going to have my show. I will definitely give you heads up. Don't forget tonight, the Vape Team, normal time, 10 Eastern. Mark's bringing on, I think he's bringing his son on tonight as a special guest.
He's going to give his best of.
He's going to show us how to use the Juul.
Yeah, Mark has somewhat taught Marcus how to do this, so I need to shut up because everybody will be thinking you're serious. And then Sunday evening, which is Christmas Eve, Mark is having his show, but I don't know who is going to be there and who's not going to be there. I myself probably will not be. Normally we do a family thing on Christmas Eve. I think Brian is not going to be on. I think. Well, here we go again. All of us are saying it. Then every one of us will be here.
Yep. Like last week.
Yeah. But I do know for a fact I'll be with family, so I know I won't, which that'll probably make Mark happy. He can. If you want to take my spot, I think all you have to do is pay a small fee on PayPal to Mark's account and then partially mine. But wow, they're still going passport.
Yep.
Yes and no. So wow.
And that's how confusing it was when I wanted to go to Canada. Some people would say yes, some would say no. And I never got a straight answer. I think I need to call Canada directly.
You probably could do it even a little easier. Since you never leave that room and you've got a high-dollar computer in front of you, I'm certain she'd give you the answer. Ask
yeah, I was just going to say the same thing as you.
Alexa, do I need a passport to go to Canada?
Sorry, I don't know that one.
Well, screw you if you don't know that one.
Hold on. Let me try.
I think I'm going to get Google Home. Google Home is so much better from what I hear.
Mine's a little bit
retard.
Mine's a little bit more up to date. Alexa, do you need a passport into Canada?
Sorry, I'm not sure.
Nope.
Well, yeah, she's still stupid on my end too. So, anyway, all right, we've reached that point, folks. Thank you for joining. I want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas out there because the next time I see you, it'll be after Christmas. So, I hope everybody has a good, safe, all that good stuff. Don't do too much crazy stuff. Don't be shooting at Santas like y'all do at clowns on Halloween. Mark is doing a special giveaway this Sunday. I think everybody that attends his show, he's got a BOS ready for them. So
that is a negative, thank you. But the Christmas stocking will be given away on Christmas Day. So woohoo!
What's in the Christmas stocking, real quick, so folks have a
lot of stuff.
I mean, is it vape related or is it like
vape related?
It's not like your junk you've just thrown away or your trash.
There might be a pair of underwear or socks in there because it looks like a hamper, but still. Most of it's vaping gear.
Dude, that's like the craziest sock I've ever seen, too. But all right, we're out of here. Y'all have a good one. Peace.
Bye.